Good morning, guys. I haven't done one of these in a while. It is currently Wednesday, December 29th at 7:25 p.m. a.m. I'm tired. I'm getting ready. This week is a deload week, which means it's less stressful, less strenuous on my body. It's like a recovery week. This week specifically, I'm retesting some of my thresholds. So bike, run, and swim, like a 40-minute, 30-minute bike as hard as you can to see kind of how you've improved your threshold, like your ability, your capacity. Tomorrow's like a 30-minute run, and then I'll probably have a swim on Friday. So not bad. Getting my supplements ready, getting my stuff ready to go. It's been a while. I'll catch up with you guys on how everything's been going in the car here in a minute. So I use Nick Bear BPN Sports. I've said this before. BPN Performance, Bear Performance Nutrition. I use their products. Probably similar to the way that I've been kind of watching their guy Nick do it. I kind of like what kind of athlete he is, how he puts his mind to things. We're built very similar. He's 31 or 32, I believe. So I like kind of watching him and how he prepares, because he went from a big lad to now an ultra runner, triathlete. So kind of follow that. This is G1M Sport, so this is kind of like a mix of carbohydrates and electrolytes that I drink before my workouts, and then I put some more electrolytes in my water for my bike to drink while I'm doing it. Yeah, so pretty good. Bottoms up. Another thing he started using, which I've been using over the last month, he mentioned that he used, which I really like. It's called Squirrel Saddle Butter. It's a vegan kind of like paste cream. When you're biking, so your big thighs don't rub, if you got big thighs like me, you put it down kind of in your groin area where things rub, so friction, and it really does help. So solid product. It's been storming the last couple days. I'm supposed to have a pretty big one tonight with like a 5% chance of a tornado, so that's not cool. We're trying to buy a shelter here pretty soon. Kelly's got to do her research, but we're thinking about putting it over there in that corner, an above ground shelter. So anyways, off to the gym. Like I said, have a little bike, threshold bike. Shouldn't be too bad. I've been pushing my butt off, and yeah, I'll tell you guys about it here in a minute. All right, so little catch up. I've been busting my butt. I think the hardest thing for me so far has been balancing, time. The workouts over the last probably 2 weeks have gotten longer. So the bikes, instead of now being an hour and a half, they're 3 hours. The runs are over an hour, and the plan is designed very well. The Training Peaks plan. The long endurance stuff are on. The endurance races, the endurance events are on Saturdays and Sundays. So the bike is on Saturday, typically the run's on Sunday. I've still been running on the indoor track at the Y. It's just, I know what I'm getting. It's a little more comfortable. It's flat, which the run is supposed to be in Tulsa in May. So I've been running there. I did try to go outside this past Sunday, and I actually went down this route here, and I know it's hard to tell, but there are some pretty big hills, and I mean big relative to what I've been doing, and it was a lot harder. So it definitely kind of messed me up a little bit, but lesson learned. We have a greenway here in Hendersonville, which is like a city made path of just a flat road that kind of winds through the city, through the park, next to the water. So next to like the river. So I might go park there Sunday and just run that. I think it's like a several mile loop. So and I say a loop, it's just kind of down and back. And so anyways, it should be a very pretty run. As you can see here, this is a really nice downhill, but it was preceded by a big uphill, and that was miserable. So lesson learned. I'm getting stronger, but the running the hills, you got to be a different kind of beast for that. My biking's been good. I haven't been out on my bike as much lately as I wanted to, only because it's been raining, and I'm not super comfortable yet on the handling, especially being in the tight aero position. So I've been doing a lot on the trainer, which is not a big deal. I do need to go try to find and buy a more comfortable seat. The one I have is not made for people that are built like me. I don't think. It's freaking tiny. So there's definitely that, which has been tough. I need to do some research on how to change a flat just in case I'm ever out and I go down. But other than that, like I feel like with a little less than 6 months to go, I'm making strides. From like a training perspective, the only thing that I have that's left is I struggle still with breathing on swimming. So I've been practicing. I've spent a lot of time lately with the snorkel, and I know that that's not realistic, but I also I'm trying to balance like getting my body able to swim for that long of a time. My muscles are, you know, I'm a big guy. I'm 200 and something pounds. So my muscles and my arms and legs and everything working in unison, although it seems like the least impactful, as you know, if you've swam, or as I'm learning watching some of the people at the Y, you know, just crush it every day. Swimming is a full body, fatigued, you know, full body in motion at the same time exercise. And, you know, I give swimmers a lot of credit that I didn't before because it's hard. So the snorkel, I'm able to do, you know, a longer distance while I'm still breathing. And part of that is I'm just trying to work on technique, hand entrance into the water, you know, my leg kicks, staying afloat properly, and, you know, being consistent when I get tired. And I'm also just trying to train my body to be able to swim for a long time. Now what I need to do is add on a 3rd day a week, if not a 4th day, before, like, let's say like a speed bike or something like that. And I need to just work on doing as much as I can. Once I get the breathing, which I feel like I'm right on the cusp of getting, but once I get the breathing, I'll be good, right? It's muscle memory. But as of right now, I'm just struggling with it, which is fine. I am not above, and I was talking to Kelly about this recently, I am not above, you know, if I didn't feel ready, taking this race and re-registering for a different one later. Originally, I didn't want to do it, mostly because I know that if you give yourself too much time to prepare for something, the first couple months are spent not really committing full go. My plan is to do Tulsa. My plan is to go and full send it freaking at Tulsa. But if for whatever reason I didn't feel like I could get it done in time, the swimming, I have 2 hours and 20 minutes to do the 2.4 miles. I have no problem pushing the race back into July or August and continuing to train. My goal is just to cross that finish line and become an Ironman. That's my goal. I want to prove it to myself. I want to do it for myself. I want to do it for my son, as I've always said, to train him that anything is possible if you put your mind to it. And I just wanted to be a healthier, better human being. You know, like I've always said, I was a professional football player for a short time. I was a professional soccer player for a couple of years. And now at 35, there's not a lot much you can do that's, you know, playing IM basketball, while it's cool, that's not what I want to do. And so for me, this was the hardest possible thing that I could do. So if I can accomplish this, I feel like I'm on my way to becoming, you know, pretty darn good so far in life. There's the beginning of the greenway, if you can see it. So yeah, from here, I don't know. Do I run marathons? You know, do I try to train for an ultra? Do I do another Ironman? I'm becoming very addicted, as I've always said, to the routine, to the, I like structure in my training, right? I've always loved being coached. I've always loved having a goal, and I like watching my body change. I like watching myself get better at things. So I don't know where I go from here in terms of the next thing I'll do, but I know I'll keep doing this until I can't anymore. I enjoy this. It keeps me healthy. It gives me a goal, and like I said, it pushes me. So yeah, the breathing and the swimming, I need to, you know, continue to work on my speed with running, pushing my limits of, you know, working in higher zones. So on Wednesdays when I do my, typically Wednesdays or Thursdays, Wednesdays typically, when I do my speed track workout, I need to be able to push myself as much as I can. The last one was like 2 minutes in zone 5. I mean, that's a long time. especially for a big guy. So I'm definitely always trying to improve on that. But yeah, I got a little more than 6 months. I plan on doing Tulsa. If for whatever reason I get to February, March, you know, or middle of January even, and I feel like I'm not quite there yet, then I have no problem pushing the race back. But, you know, like I said, my goal is to finish, and that's what I plan on doing. So anyways, I'm almost to the gym. Hey, gas is back down to 277. Yeah, so I'll follow up with you guys after this. Like I said, I have a threshold bike today. It's simple. And then I'm going to go home and hang out and hope a freaking tornado doesn't come later. So I will talk to you guys here in a little bit when I... One other thing I'll add as I just got here to the Y is this. One of the biggest lessons I'm learning is just staying consistent, right? I think knowing myself, one of the things I was worried about the most is that once things got hard and my body started getting tired and stuff, you know, and trying to balance being a dad, you know, hanging out with Kelly at night, a lot of things, and you know, having time to do stuff to myself. Like, I was just worried that eventually I would get in my bed and I would say, you know, I don't want to do this today. But I feel like I've overcome that a lot. I feel like it's probably gotten easier as I've gotten more fit. My energy levels have gone up, etc. I mean, when I started this, I was at probably the worst run of shape, the worst shape I'd ever been in my life. And I'm really enjoying, obviously, seeing the fruits of the results of my hard work, how my body's changing, how my mind is changing, how my energy levels are changing, etc. But I will say, one of the biggest lessons I've learned is get up early, work hard, rest when you can, enjoy your life, rinse, repeat. It's been it's fun to see. It's fun to see how I change. It's fun to see how my perspective on things changes, and it also gives you a lot of appreciation for people that do this all the time, whether it be Ironmans or ultras. Like, it's nuts. It's hard. It's a commitment, man, and I freaking love it. So yeah, just thought I'd share that. All right, guys, what's up? I'm back. That was a pretty good workout. Hold on, setting up the camera here. Give you guys that angle. Pushed it pretty hard. I had like a 15-minute warm-up, and then I had 20 minutes just steady state. So I started at like a 19 resistance where I could still go pretty hard and not have to go slow, and then worked my way down and finished up about 13, 14. So not a bad day. Burned about 440 calories. You know, I think I increased my threshold a little bit. My heart rate stayed a little lower, which is good. It's always hard on those for me because I'm not super back versed in like cycling and running to know, like, am I supposed to go all out to the point where I can't walk? Am I supposed to go where I can still work? So I kind of always tend to go with that, like, where can I still work, you know, at a decent pace, and, you know, get accurate readings where I'm not going too slow, where I have to stop completely. So I felt good on that. Did a little bit of core afterwards, something I need to work on as well, stretching and core. So I'm kind of making it my New Year's resolution to focus up on nutrition, focus up on stretching, and focus up on my focus up on nutrition, focus up on my stretching, and focus up on doing more core work and stability, just because I know how important that's going to be. Good news is I haven't stepped on the scale, but hopefully you guys can tell I've lost a good amount of weight. My face looks a lot skinnier. In the mirror, I look better. I'm not a big fan of the scale just because it's going to deter me. It deters people feeling like they're not making any progress, and a lot of times. So I look better, I feel better, things fit better. You know, I can work harder for longer. So that's kind of what I'm going off. And that's a byproduct of everything I'm doing. But yeah, so tomorrow's a threshold run. I'll have to run at a steady state for 30 minutes as hard as I can and see where my heart rate goes and see things like that. So that shouldn't be too bad. I'll probably get a little lift after as well. And then Friday is a light swim threshold. And then it kind of resets on Saturday with the endurance bike and run, I believe. So all in all, pretty good. Just wanted to give you guys a quick update, kind of more of what a morning is like. I get up, I get dressed, I take my sups, and I go to the gym. So yeah. Like I said, it's supposed to be potentially like a 5% chance of a tornado somewhere within 100 miles of here tonight. Hopefully it doesn't happen. Kelly's parents are coming in tonight, hopefully, so pretty late. So we should be able to see them, and they'll be able to hang out with Finn, which will be good. And then this is my last, I think it's my last weekend before Seattle next weekend, and then Vegas, and then 10 days in NorCal. So I'm excited. I can't wait. It's going to be a big January and a big 2022. Yeah, Ironman training. we'll keep marching. Talk to you guys soon. Peace. Also quickly, I thought it was kind of cool just to give you guys more of a life update. Little update on the house. We've got temporary little lights we brought from the front yard from Christmas to the backyard. Put them along the deck here, and like most of other neighbors, we put our fence in. So it is like a 5-foot fence, wrought iron. We were originally supposed to be able to do wood, but we can't. We had to do this, which is fine. It'll be good to keep Finley contained, and also any potential dogs. So yeah, little update on the house. It's gonna be a beautiful day for now until it rains later and potentially has that scary storm. So yeah, little update. Peace.